In the name of God, welcome to your own channel. I hope all of you be healthy and fine. Today I want to talk about that how we can calculate the number of the bricks, quantity of the cement and sand in a wall. First of all, you know that the combination of the cement and sand in engineering is also called mortar. So means that how we can estimate the number of the bricks and mortar in a wall. Myself, Obaidullah Ibrahim Zoda. So kindly follow this video up to end because you will find a lot of information about the estimation of the bricks, cement, and sand. So let's start it. First of all, the size of the brick is different in each country. Means that, for instance, if you are living in USA or Australia, so the size of the brick is different in Australia and USA. So how you can find the standard size of the brick of your country? Just you can google it. Just go to Google and just write down that, for example, you are living in Pakistan. Just write a standard size of the brick in Pakistan and you will find the standard size of your brick. So whenever I am talking about the standard size of the brick, means that I am talking about the dimension of the brick. Furthermore, if you are seeing here in this picture, the longest dimension is called length, and another dimension that is perpendicular to the longest dimension is actually called width, and then the height of the brick is called width. So I live in Afghanistan, so in that case, I solved this problem according to the standard size of the brick in Afghanistan. But the procedure, the method of the calculation, the procedure of the estimations is same. So only the difference would be the standard size of the brick. So in Afghanistan, usually the standard size of the brick, the length of the brick is approximately 22 centimeter, and the width of the brick is 11 centimeter, and height of the brick is 7 centimeter. Whenever I am talking about the length, means that the length of the brick in Afghanistan, standard size of the brick, standard length of the brick in Afghanistan is 22 centimeter, 11 centimeter, and 7 centimeter is the height. So after that, whenever I am talking about the mortar, it means that the combination of the cement and sand. So the ratio for cement and sand that we can use is actually 1:4, and also some engineers they are using 1:5. So both ratio these both ratios you can use. There will be no any problem. And also in our estimation we have to also find the volume of the mortar. So how we can find volume of the mortar? Volume of mortar is 25 to 30% of the volume of the wall. Why we should find the volume of the mortar? Because if you see any masonry wall, there is not only brick, there would be also some amount of the mortar, because how you can connect the bricks with each other. So in that case we have to use mortar. Then let's start with example. Suppose that we have a wall and the length of that wall is 5 meter, the thickness of that wall is 22 centimeter, and the height of that wall is 3 meter. So first of all we are going with number of the brick. How we can find number of the bricks? First of all, we have to find the volume of the wall. We can very easily find the volume of the wall, just the length multiplied by height multiplied by thickness. And after that we have to find the volume of the mortar. As I told you, volume of the mortar, we can take 25 to 30% of the volume of the wall, so just 0.25 multiplied by the volume of the wall. And then volume of the brick, how we can find? Just multiply the length, width, and thickness of the bricks with each other, and this is the volume of the brick, that's around 0.0017 cubic meter. And then how we can find volume of masonry? Just volume of the wall minus volume of the mortar, because we just want to find at this particular moment number of the bricks. For number of the bricks we do need volume of the mortar, we just need volume of the masonry. So in that case, just volume of the wall minus volume of the mortar. And after that, number of the bricks, how we can find? Just volume of the masonry divided by volume of the brick, so we can get the number of the bricks, that's 1456. Now suppose that during the transportation of the bricks from one place to another place, uh, from factory of the brick up to the construction site, there would be some wastage of the brick. So usually we can take the wastage of the brick as a 10 to 12%. So just multiply the number of the bricks by 1.1 if we consider the 10%. So the total number of the bricks would come 1601. And also the unit cost of the brick in Afghanistan is around 2 to 5 Afghani. It is not the updated rate, but I just took it from one of the estimation book of Afghanistan. So whatever be the unit cost, no matter. In here we are here to just learn how we can estimate the number of the bricks. You have to learn the procedure and methods. No worries about the changing of the values. So we calculate the number of the bricks, it comes 1601. Then we are going to talk about the mortar, how we can find the number of bags of the cement and quantity of the sand in a wall. So we are going with a ratio 1 into 5. And the dry volume of the mortar, how we can find? Very simple, 25% of the volume of the wall, that in here we calculated actually, it comes 0.825. But we don't need the dry volume of the mortar, we need the wet volume of the motor. So in that case we can take the wet volume of the motor is around 15 to 20% of the dry volume of the motor. So we just go with factor of the 1.52. Some engineers use 1.5, or no matter, there would be not too much difference. So whatever you are feeling relaxed, so just go with that. So I just choose the value of 1.52 because a lot of Afghani engineers using that value 1.52 in order to change the dry volume to the wet volume. After that, the wet volume of the motor we can find very easily, 1.52. It's a factor. In order to change the dry volume to wet volume, multiply by 0.825, so we can get the volume of the wet motor. And sum of the ratio, it comes 6. Now we have to find the number of the cements, number of bag of the cement, just the volume of the dry volume of the wet volume of the motor, divide by the sum of the ratio, multiply by the percentage of the cement. We use 1:5, means cement is 1. So we can take this cubic meter. But when you go in a market, people don't purchase the cement as a cubic meter. They are actually purchasing as a number of the bags. And so how we can change the cubic meter to the number of the bags? We know that the density of the cement, means mass per volume of the cement, is approximately around 1440 kg per cubic meter. And volume of the one bag of cement is 50 kg. So just this cubic meter multiply by 1440 divide by 50, we can get the number of the bags, that comes 6 bags. And unit cost of the cement, previous it was around 380 rupees, but now it is around 400 Afghani rupees is price of one bag of the cement. Then we are going to calculate the sand. For sand, first of all, we calculated the wet volume of the mortar, just like this. Wet volume of the mortar divided by the sum of the ratio, multiplied by percentage of the sand, we can get the cubic meter. In the if when you search market, so usually engineers purchase the sand as a cubic meter or as a unit of volume. And one cubic meter of the sand in Afghanistan is around 500 Afghani. That is the end. Now we are going to Excel, that how we can calculate the total cost of the brick, cement, and sand in a wall, and then we are going to learn that how we can calculate the number of cement, sand, and brick by Excel sheet, because engineers usually don't have enough time that always they calculate every value separately. So you have to make this type of the Excel. Some people would say that I don't like this format. So no matter you're engineer, you can make a Excel file by yourself. In here, just you are here to learn the methods and procedure that how we can estimate the number of bricks, cement, and sand in an Excel file, and after that you can make the every format that you want. So first of all, we are coming the cost of brick, cement, and sand, serial number, material that we have, brick, cement, and sand, quantity of brick we calculated that is comes 1601, cement is 6, and sand is 1.045. And then unit cost of the one brick is 5, cement is 400, and sand is 500 rupees, and total cost, just unit cost multiplied by quantity, and total cost come 10,928 Afghani. We need this amount of rupees in order to calculate number of cement, sand, and back in a cement, sand, and brick in a wall that has this dimension. Now, how by Excel sheet we can calculate the number of bricks and quantity of cement and sand? First of all, you have to make one table, one column, serial number, then material, brick, cement, and sand, then volume of wall you can calculate. Here, just put your dimension of the wall, how much is your length, width, or thickness, I can say, and height of the wall, and after that, volume of the brick. First, here you can write the dimension of your brick, and also after that volume of the brick, just multiply this with this and with this, and then we have to find the volume of the wall, just this multiply by this multiply by this, then and then drag it, you can take this, and then volume of the brick also we can calculate it, from here, and then volume of the mortar, how we can calculate, just 25-30% of the volume of the wall, so just 0.25 multiply by volume of the wall and then drag it, and volume of the masonry, of course, that volume of the wall minus volume of the mortar, and the number of the brick, how we can find, just volume of the wall divided by volume of the one volume of the masonry divided by volume of one brick, then total number of the brick will come, how come, just 1.1 multiplied by the number of the bricks, because we can select the wastage. Sum of the ratio, just put your, first of all, the ratio cement 1 and sand 5, and just sum both of them, you can take this one, okay. And after that, volume of the cement, how we can find, very simple, just volume of the mortar multiply by factor of 1.5 to your weight factor, okay, and then that one, and then divide by the sum of ratio and multiply by percentage of the cement, okay, and the number of bag of cement, just this multiply by 1440 and divide by I think 50, okay, you can calculate like this, and then unit cost, one bag is 400, total cost will come this much, and like this also you have to do for sand, and half of the total cost will come, there is around 11,000 Afghani. I hope this video would be a useful video for you. If you feel that your knowledge just a little bit increase as compared to the past, so kindly subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Have a nice time. Goodbye.